So for the second change direction plus acceleration section of the week, the setup is a little bit more complicated, so we're going to talk about that first, and then we'll actually talk about the exercises that you're going to do while you're performing these drills. So the setup, just to give you a rough approximation, you're going to have one back cone, a 10-yard gap, 5 to 10 yards. You can manipulate based off how much space you have, the preference would be 10. And then you'll have a gated cone set up. This will be a 3 to 5 yard space. You want to create the space to make it wide enough to where you feel comfortable, like you can give good effort, cover a lot of ground, and move side to side fluidly. If it's too short and you feel like you're not really having to push, make it wider. If it's so wide to the point where you feel like you have to take multiple steps or multiple crossovers to get there, make it a little bit more narrow. And then you'll have a 10-yard gap between that gate and the next gate. Obviously, this isn't drawn to scale. And then you'll have one more back gate cone that's going to be 10 yards away from the second gate. So you're going to have a 30-yard space that you'll set up in. Cone 1, 10-yard gap, a gate, 10-yard gap, another gate, and then 10 yards back to the back cone there. So 10, 10, 10, 30 yards. What you'll do, same thing, about 10 seconds on, 20 seconds off. You'll do 8 rounds. The first one you're going to go through is going to be the crossover. So you're going to cross over. As soon as you hit that second cone, you're going to take off into an acceleration. Again, these will be about an 8 out of 10 effort. Just working on front side mechanics, getting the arms involved, having a little bit of lean as we go through this. You'll accelerate through the next gate of cones, slow your run down, walk around the back cone, walk back up to this next gate, go to the next drill, accelerate through the gate, walk around the cone, and go from there. So basically in between the cones and the space in between the cones is where you'll change direction or accelerate. These back cones will allow you to slow down, give you some time to rest, let you walk around, come back up, take a break, get set, boom, go into the next drill. Okay? So you got your crossover to acceleration, walk around. This next one's going to be a figure 8 run, kind of, into an acceleration. And so what that'll look like, you can ignore all these other cones for now. What that'll look like is you're going to start, switch sides each time. But you've just done your crossover, you've accelerated, you've walked around the cone, and then you'll come set. You're going to accelerate, lower yourself down, and then accelerate back out. Okay, so it's really like half of a figure 8 run. But again, we want to see you lower yourself down, get the feet and the arms active with the legs in the front side of the body, and then redirect, boom, come back out. So we're trying to make this turn pretty tight, and then we're going to accelerate out. You'll perform your crossover on the other end, run back, walk around the cone, and then the next time you'll set up on the opposite side, run around, and then accelerate out. Okay? So that's going to be the figure 8 variation that you'll do. Again, I'd probably recommend the cones be just a smidge wider for this one. Then when you do your crossovers in place, the crossover in place will be a little bit more narrow. You want to give yourself some space to pick up a little bit of speed as you go into that turn, and then you're going to get out. Okay? So a lot of the focus is going to be on transitioning from upright into an acceleration, and we're also adding in a lot of curvature to your runs to help you learn how to manage those angles and just expose you to that a little bit before you get back out into actually playing. So same as the last day, you'll do 8 reps, so 4 in each set of cones, rest for 2 minutes, and then you can repeat this series for one more time. Again, the goal is a little bit different. We're going for more quality and effort and speed versus trying to get necessarily a conditioning effect. You will have a conditioning effect, but I want the rest to be there so that you stay sharp and that you're moving quickly through these drills, and it becomes less of just like you're really tired kind of running through. So that's your change of direction work for day 2.